Good afternoon, Chemdry folks. Today we're going to be covering a subject that I like to call surviving in onTrack. If you do these four main things, then onTrack is going to be able to cover 90% of all the other things. So let's go ahead and get started in how to survive in onTrack. Quite simply, and this one tip I'm going to show you has made onTrack be delightful for people, and without knowing this tip, onTrack can be kind of frustrating. On any window that you're in, there's this blue, we call it a quick add button. It can work on any area that you're in, whether you're in a schedule, whether you're in marketing, there's always going to be this blue quick add piece. Go ahead and click on the blue quick add, and it's going to take you for the first three things that are required for you to be able to survive in onTrack. The first one being creating a customer account, second, creating a work order, and third, scheduling the appointment. So let's go ahead and we'll create Gerald Ford. We'll put in our phone number, and we'll put in an email address for this customer at fake.com. We'll choose a lead source for this campaign. We're going to attribute it to our pay-per-click campaign. And we'll search for an address that'll work for us. When we click on that address down below, it'll sync up with our Google Maps. You'll be tempted to say save and close, but don't do that. We're going to go through these steps in order. Note that there is a green highlight right here that tells us where that customer is in location to us. We'll create the work order. And I'm going to type in the words carpet, and I have carpet cleaning showing up right here. Note that I have the code HCE, that's a quick code. So knowing that, had I just typed in HCE, it comes up one of the first things right there. Customer called, wanting to get 3 rooms done. Price automatically populates. We'll come to our appointment. It's a green customer, so that tells me that he is to the southeast of where I'm locating, southeast or east right there. So I'll look on my calendar and I'll try to find somebody who's similar to that. We'll schedule them for tomorrow, Wednesday. We'll go for 10 o'clock. Once they're on the schedule, I can choose which technicians I'm going to assign it to. I'm going to assign it to myself as that technician. And I might be able to get it done faster or longer, so I can drag and change that duration as much as I'd like. If I put it on the wrong spot, let's say maybe I really actually wanted to do it on Thursday, I could just go ahead and delete it and drop it on Thursday. But I actually did want it on Wednesday, so I'll delete it and I'll drop it on Wednesday. And that's as simple as it is. It's simple to put the customer in there. We can send an email confirmation to Gerald. We'll choose our template, the job confirmation template, and we'll send a text confirmation as well, and we'll choose a job confirmation text. So underneath confirmation, this is going to send a text or an email to that customer as soon as I hit save and close. There's also appointment reminders. This one can actually be automated, so you don't have to do it every time. But appointment reminders, I'm going to go ahead and hit a check there. It'll send an appointment reminder on the email or also a text message. But the difference is it won't send that text or email when I hit save and close. It'll send it out at 10 o'clock in the morning, the day before the appointment. So where I'm scheduling this for tomorrow, it's not going to send out. But if I scheduled this for Friday, it would send out at 10 o'clock in the morning on the day before, and that would be tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit save and close, and that does the first 3 things that are part of surviving in onTrack. So let's say a technician goes out, they do the job, they bring the invoice back. I can go over to my schedule. I'll take a look at the schedule here. I see the job for Wednesday, so I'm fast forwarding in the future right now. Right now it's Wednesday afternoon. The technician came back, put the invoice on my desk, and now I can record what happened inside of the customer's job. And our next video, we're going to show what steps you would take if the technician was doing this on his own inside of that job. But if your process is such that the technician lays the invoice down on the table, then this is what we would do. So I'll highlight over here, and there's a work order right there. I'm going to open up the work order. We'll bring that up for Mr. Gerald Ford. And so technician brings it over, hands it to me. I'm going to go over here to complete invoice, and I'm going to have the invoice reflect on onTrack what the technician handed back to me. My technician is amazing at upselling, and he also was able to do some protectant. So I put in HCE, and I'm looking for protectant. He added protectant to all 3 rooms there, and he did the anti-allergen, or I'll just put in the HCE as well, because using my quick code. The deodorizer right there, have that for 3 areas, and now my amount reflects what the customer had done inside of the home, that $280.50. I charged tax on carpet cleaning, and you can uncheck that, or you can check taxes for all 3 items to have that. Check your own local laws and regulations to have that, if you're required to pay sales tax or not. Then as soon as my invoice right here reflects what the technician handed me, I'll go ahead and hit save as invoice. Okay. Where we're at right now in the process, the difference between a work order and an invoice is the work order, the work is pending. I have yet to do the work. When I save it as an invoice, I'm telling the system that the work is complete. I've done the work. And so in this process, the system knows that I've done the work, but the customer owes me $288.90. If I hit this green done button, this customer, Gerald Ford, is going to go to, hey, I owe you money list, an accounts receivable list. But most of you are collecting payment at the time of service, as you should. So we're going to record a payment, and that's going to take them off of that list. Choose how that customer paid you so you can reconcile that, whether it was Square or Visa, MasterCard. How do they pay you? That way you can reconcile that. And then as soon as I hit save payment, it said 288 right here, now it's 0. That payment's recorded. So going through the checklist, you can update the appointments, mark appointment is complete when it's been completed, go to assign, save appointment, that's done. Assign commissions if you need to, find the technician's name if you have technicians in there, and then email invoice. Notice that the invoice is already attached to that email, so it looks pretty good, everything matches right there. I can email this to gerald@fake.com. We have an email already written up. We're going to go to thank you invoice attached for that template. We can even see what it's going to look like right there. And we'll go ahead and hit send. That sends that email. Hit done. And I have just completed the how to survive in onTrack. Check with us again next week as we do this all over again, but this time using the mobile app. I'm excited to show you that next week, and we look forward to seeing you watching this YouTube video then. Thanks, y'all.